as if you weren't already overwhelmed by the stock market. Now I need to learn how to read a stock chart? How do I read a stock chart? And why do I need to read a stock chart? I'm going to show you how and why in Stocks and Hip Hop. I appreciate you stopping back to the channel. This is Stocks and Hip Hop, the only place where you'll find finance and hip hop mixed together, and show you each week how and why you should be reading a stock chart. This week's hip hop lyric comes from my man Dave East on the newest project, Fortune Favors the Bold. He spits the rhyme, "My stock rides like Wall Street, cousin." And you make sure that you understand that hip hop and the stock market have always been tied together. And this week we are going to break down what has happened in the S&P, Dow Jones, Nasdaq, and the Russell. And I'll show you exactly how to read a chart and why you should be doing this to protect your money every single week. All right, so let's jump into what's happening with the stock market. S&P recently closed at $4,464.05. Respect to the 5 cents. Last week, family, we talked in depth about why we need to watch for this specific level that we're currently at. We are hanging around this 4,500 area. We had the two targets last week of 4,600 and 4,500. We said, it's cool, the market backed down a little bit, and that's all right. We needed to protect this level because this is where we showed our strength to break above. So here we are. What do we want to see? Let's check it out. 4,500 continues to be on defense. This is where we broke out from. What we want to see is the continuation of this defense at this level. We want to go back to that 4,600 area. The reason why is because we want to retest the strength at that level. We've had a great momentum heading upward, and that has not stopped. The trend has continued to be strong, and now we have the opportunity to actually retest that strength. So where can we go next? Family, same price targets. We want to see upside target of 4,600. We want to retest that out. Downside target is if we do end up breaking this 4,500 area, we do want to come back to around this 4,000 area. How I come up with these price targets? All you need to do is you need to look for where do the candles meet. If you identify the area where the candles meet, this is where you have either your support or resistance. And in this case right here, I said 44 because you see there are at least 3 candles in this area, and we have 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This one surpassed it. But we have 4 candles in this area showing that 4,400 has some type of activity where there are a lot of buyers and sellers. And this is how you identify your levels. 45, I said, for the same reason. We have another candle and another candle, and here we are now hanging around this area. This is why we identify these levels, because we want to protect ourselves. It wouldn't make any sense to buy in between here because we can easily fall or go above those very same areas. However, in the areas that I've pointed out to you, these are protection levels, and this is where we want to protect our money. Let's jump next to IWM. And what do we have here? IWM closed at 190.99. So on sale 190.99. And here we go for what this week has to offer. Last week we talked, family, about how we want that defense at where we're at right now. We want the defense at the 190 area, and we got exactly what we read the chart for. We had our upside target as well, which did not reach there, but we're at our downside target because there's always 2 targets that we watch for each week. So IWM moved to the downside. So where can we go from here? Once again, 2 price targets. We always keep it simple. 2, because we never know where the market's going to move. We only know that the market is going to move. We have 190 defense, so what we want to see is the continuation of that 190 defense. If it does slip, it will go back into this extended range that we have seen play out for all of this year and pretty much all of last year. And we don't want to be in that, because if we do, dropping out of it only means that the market will probably move lower. Upside target is if we come back to around this 195 to 200 area. We can see that this has been very strong resistance. 1, 2, and now a third attempt. Can we get above? We want to see that we get back into that area and actually get through it, because if we do, we will have a very fast move to get back to around that 220 area. That's IWM. Let's go ahead and check out what happened with the Dow. The Dow closed at $35,281.40. Let's take a look, family. How did the week shape up? This has been the one that has been very stagnant. We can see, just like IWM, it has been range bound the entire year. And then finally we had our breakout and we hit our resistance point. And family, last week we said we wanted to defend what? That 35,000 area. Here we are. The chart read has shown 35 is the truth. So where can we go from here? We want to defend, yes, family, the 35,000 area. We want to continue to defend that area. The market has moved higher, and we've finally taken that break that was much needed. We had a bearish engulf last week, and then this week we show defense, and that is a good signal. So we want to continue to uphold that level. Upside target is we want to get back to that resistance and show that the market has the strength to get above. So I want to see the market get back above that 35,600 area. We do that, then we are off to new highs. All right, let's go ahead and finally check out what's good with the Nasdaq. Let's get my keys back in order. Wah, wah. There we go. 9. Where'd I get that from? I look at the end and I got 9. Anyway, $15,028.07. And we can take a look at what's happening with the Nasdaq. We flew high. We're not crashing. We are just merely coming closer to our moving average. We've talked about how that maintained distance from that 20-day moving average has been consistent. And we want to see a healthy distance from it. We got too extended, and now we're coming back to the mean. So where can we go from here? Family, we are testing out the exact area we pointed out last week of that 15,000 area. We want to defend that area, so this is where we want to continue to defend. Staying above that is a good signal because that allows for the price to just rest. And then it can pick back up the steam. And we want to see that it gets back to the upside target of 16,000. So upside target is 16,000. Downside target right now is to continue to defend around this 15,000 area. So let's wrap things up here. We have all of the indexes taking a pause. We've had a very strong run. The market has ran hot, ultra hot, quite some time, and now we finally get the break that we wanted. So now from that break, we want it to resume. We want it to get back to their resistance level. So all 4 indexes right now are showing that they're taking a rest. This time we want to see it get back to the areas of resistance and retest the strength. August could offer volatility. Historically, August has been volatile, and this could be no different. Do not be surprised if you have volatility and we end up moving back and forth between the new range that we've just entered. All of the indexes have broken out of the old ranges that they were in and have entered new ranges, and those new ranges could play out. So do not be surprised if we end up staying in those ranges before we finally get another breakout at some point in time, because August has shown that this could happen. So, family, new hip hop, what you listening to? The entire week I have been on a hip hop binge and podcast binge, by the way. Shout out to Talib Kweli. I finally got a chance to check out a lot of episodes that I have not had the opportunity to listen to. But I've been podcasting and on my hip hop. So what are you listening to? Let me know what you're listening to in the comments. We can have a conversation about that. If you want to know about stocks, make sure that you go to my website. I can show you exactly how to read a chart and learn how to do it very, very quickly and simply. Go to wincrease.com, sign up for one of my courses, and I'll show you how to read a chart. Check out the podcast. Check out my fellas, Marathon Money. If you want to follow me on any social media, you can hit me up. That's Wincrease Team anywhere, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere is going to be the same handle. Increase team. Make sure you take care of yourself. Health is wealth. That is the most important message that I preach every single week, because you know this finance stuff is cool, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't mean a thing. All right, so drink your water, get your exercise, and spend time with people that you love. All right, and I will check you next week. Peace.